Most of us strive for instant gratification. We need our dopamine hits and expect a quick fix in the moment. We are looking for that viral video that will change our life in the blink of an eye. This results in a loss of consistency, lack of patience, lack of clarity and focus, not having the supporting habits and triggers, having an all or nothing mindset. All of these cause a person to struggle with consistency. When you're consistent, you are dedicated to carrying an activity or completing a task. It's hard to be consistent because we tend to focus on the outcome more than the process. Put another way, we're more drawn to the positive feelings of our outcomes rather than the struggles of the journey. Most of us quit during the struggle before we can experience the rewards of staying the course. This is why dieting is so damn hard. This is why New Year's resolutions never work. When you're consistent, you are clear on what you want to accomplish and are taking steps to reach it. I'm gonna be spending my whole day out here. See, consistency is it's all about just reps. Just repeating the same thing over and over until you get it. Getting closer. Everybody wants viral, but what actually works is consistent content. You see, consistency is a commitment you make to yourself and others. But you can't quit. You just gotta keep going. It's about keeping your word to carry out what you've agreed to do. When you're consistent, you're doing what's required now to achieve a better outcome later. Therefore, consistency is about repetition. It's about doing the same things repeatedly over time to reach a goal. I shouldn't have worn black long sleeve. The sun it's hot. This is it, I can feel it. I think a bank might be easier than a swoosh. My hope is that you can take what is said today, apply and see results. But I want you to remember, this does not happen overnight. There are always highs and lows, and it's okay to slip. I've slipped several times. But we don't quit. This is really hard. All right, did it. Thought I'd feel better than that. It took me a while. Since starting this channel, I told myself from the very beginning to be consistent, stay the course, create at least one video per week. I was able to stay consistent for the first year, and let me tell you, it was tough. Like it was a grind. Late nights, normal life schedule, and making a ton of mistakes along the way. But the entire time, I stayed focused on my why. Okay, and that's where we get into a little segue. We're getting into the thick of this video. And before we go any further, sorry, I just gotta scoot back. Okay, before we go any further, I just want to come on here, interrupt this quick video. I've recently partnered with an amazing company called Cuts. I'm wearing their shirts right here. I love clothing. I love the fashion industry. It's always intrigued me. Let's see. That fits nice. It's a nice material, nice and cozy. It's fall. This is just perfect timing for this nice Cuts sweatshirt. Came in this fancy box. Look at this. Cuts clothing. made the cut. Magnetic box. That's fancy. I gotta scoot you back a little bit. Here we go. This tan shirt that I'm wearing right here is elongated. This fits real nice. It's nice and slim fit. So this is the Stratus Blue hooded long sleeve. These are probably my favorite shirt that they run. It's the hooded long sleeve, so not as thick as the sweatshirt. It's comfy, it's not overly hot. In Colorado we get mixed weather, so it's nice to have this to be able to layer. I can throw a vest over it and it looks really nice with the hood. Cuts, check them out. Link down in the description. It gets you 15% off, so be sure to click that link. Helps me out, helps you guys out, and I appreciate it. Like literally the only shirt you ever need. Not just saying it. Just get one. If you don't like it, then send it back. But you're gonna like it, and then you're gonna buy 5 more, and you're gonna be like, oh, Drew, it's the best shirt I've ever worn. And then you can thank me later. Okay. Now back to the video that I'm editing right now, so excuse the interruption. Okay. How can I serve my audience? How can I reach more of you and provide value that doesn't waste your time? Today we're going to talk about 5 reasons why consistency is an important habit to have. Then, once we talk about all the whys, which is kind of the foundation, I'm going to give you 5 tools that you have to be consistent. So be sure to stick around until the end. I think this is a huge topic we all struggle with, and I wanted to make this video not only to help, but to offer as a reminder that you're not alone, and that consistency is not an all or nothing mindset. All right, here we go. Now we get into the good stuff. So make sure you have something you can take notes with, whether it's your phone, your laptop, your notes, your pen and paper, your script. They still make that? Number 1, consistency develops discipline and self-control. So forming a new habit can be challenging because it's easier to go back to what you're comfortable with. It happens to me all the time. Do I want a bowl of cereal at night? Heck yeah, I want a bowl of cereal at night. Do I know it's not good for me? Yeah, but I always fall back. I want it. I need it. Your ability to be consistent requires self-control. We have to have that self-control, which means you don't allow yourself to get off track while staying focused on incremental improvement. This will in turn help you develop the discipline required to keep going. Number 2, being consistent will help build momentum. This means you'll also feel good about what you're working towards. So we feel that momentum, we see it happening. Seeing that momentum creates positive reinforcement, which reminds us that what we're doing is actually working. It can fast track your improvement or development in any area of life. Consistency will lead to progress, which can speed up the achievement of what you want. This will build your self-confidence, which will help you set bigger and more challenging goals. Number 3, consistency builds a higher level of trust. The level of trust you have with yourself shows up in the level of trust others have with you. If I say I'm going to post a video every Wednesday, then that is what is expected. The moment I skip or miss an expectation, a small piece of that trust is lost. There have been weeks where I didn't post a video, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, God, just couldn't stay consistent. Didn't do it, you failed. But just gotta jump back on. We gotta build that trust back up. So every Wednesday, we gotta make another video. And the next Wednesday, we gotta make another video. And over time, the more you stay consistent, you're gonna gain that trust back. Number 4, consistency will help you stand out or be noticed in a large crowd. It's just gonna happen. Small actions carried out repeatedly will amount to big results over time. Again, this is not a sprint. This is a marathon. When you do something for a long period of time, you will differentiate yourself from those who aren't consistent. Number 5, consistency creates, again, I feel like consistency, it's becoming one of those words where I'm like, consistency, it's starting to sound funny, like I'm just saying it way too many times. God, sorry for that, just bouncing all over the place. Okay, number 5. The last point I want to make is that it creates accountability. Your results will reveal if you are consistent or not. If you know you're not on track, you can hold yourself accountable. Done.
Woo! We did it.
We did it. Good job.
Same time next week?
Yeah, same time. This means you can adjust your actions or behaviors and keep progressing towards what you want. For me, I've missed a week posting a video. I've crushed massive amounts of cereal when I'm trying to not crush massive amounts of cereal. I give in. We all give in. At some point, it's just gonna happen. And that's okay. Why do you think addiction is so strong? It's one of the leading problems in this world, addiction of any sort of kind. Drugs, alcohol, porn. It's that dopamine hit. But if we can regroup, come back to what we know, and know that we need to be consistent towards that future goal, we're doing ourselves a huge favor. Now that we understand the why, which in my opinion is the most important step in the process of becoming consistent, I am going to give you 5 tools that will help you be consistent. These 5 tools are things that have worked for me in the past. Okay, number 1, know your why. Have a clear, compelling vision for what you want and know why you want to do it. I think knowing your why is the key ingredient to staying focused and motivated. And this is why it's number 1. This channel is tough. It's tough to stay consistent and create weekly videos. Number 2, tool number 2, pick your battle. Pick one battle and stick with it. Don't pick 5, don't pick 10. Don't try and take on all these different tasks and do them all at the same time. It's not gonna work. Us as human beings, we have a limited capacity to adjust multiple habits at the same time. We're just not capable. There's been studies conducted by doctors who have shown that it's not beneficial to quit smoking and something like sugar at the same exact time, or you're gonna fail at both. Number 3, schedule it. Don't prioritize your schedule, schedule your priorities. When you're trying to make something consistent in your life, you want to build your whole life around it rather than trying to fit it in. When it comes to this channel, the reason that I continue to post videos is because I always revert back to my why. I schedule my priorities to ensure that I am able to accomplish tasks that bring me closer to my why. There's 100 things that could come right before making another video, planning another video. It just comes down to your why. Number 4, ignore your feelings. There will be this voice inside of you that is like, if you build it, you will come. Listen, you should just stop. This is way too hard. I don't have time for this. It's too much money. I'm not as good as those other people. Break up your routine and go work out. Step away and refresh, but come back and remember your why. Number 5, catch the wagon. I actually heard this one from Gary Vee. I love his stuff. He has so much positive influence on what I do. I love listening to him in the morning, but it goes back to what I said at the very beginning. Don't have an all or nothing mentality. It's okay to fall off the wagon and get back on. We were just talking about it. You're gonna hear these voices, you're gonna hear all this stuff. You're gonna get away from your goal. You're gonna get away from being consistent. Success doesn't come from what you do occasionally. It comes from what you do consistently. I gave you 5 tools, but I'm gonna throw in a bonus one real quick. We kind of talked about this in our whys, but we're gonna talk about accountability. To be consistent, having certain measurements along your journey allow you to hold yourself accountable. So for example, every morning, 7 days per week, doesn't matter the morning, I start my morning by writing out 3 tasks along with a good cup of coffee. Those are my tasks. I post them above my desk so I can see them. I see what I'm doing. Now, what this does is it allows me to have a measurement at the end of the day to see what I was able to accomplish. We're all working towards different achievements. We all have a different why. And sometimes understanding people's whys just inspires others. So do me a favor, drop a comment down below. I would love to just start the chat, hear your why. I've slipped off the wagon. It's happened before and I just get back on. I haven't been as consistent as I set out to be over the last couple months. So moving forward, my goal is to post every single Wednesday. That being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you got something out of it. I hope this brings you closer to consistency, closer to your goals. And I love you all. We'll see you in the next one.